All right, so we're going to practice complete the square method one more time, and y'all should have the worksheet in front of you. Y'all have this. This is on y'all's worksheet. Y'all don't put, this is for the other classes, okay? So it says x squared. Please write this down. Well, you don't have to write it because it should be on your worksheet. Y'all need to write it. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm tripping. It's on here, though. There we go. Okay, so x squared plus 16x equals negative 48. Use your pencil. When you see me use my pen, use your pencil. And then when I use my colors, use your colors, which is a red and a purple. Hurry up. And this problem is kind of already set up for you. But the first question we need to ask ourselves is, the A must equal 1. We've said it like so many times. The A must equal 1. If the A, does the A already equal 1? Yes. So we're going to skip that step. Now the next thing we need to ask ourselves is, do we need to move the C? Yeah. Is there already a C right there? No. So there's no need to move the C either. There's nothing like right here that we need to get to the other side. The next step, the whole purpose of completing the square is to make a perfect square trinomial, which we had did in the warm-up the past 2 days. So we didn't have to do anything with this because it was already ready for us. Leave a blank space right here. We need to figure out how to make the perfect square trinomial, and whatever we figure out we have to add to this side, we also have to add to this side. All right? So this is where my marker comes into play. Please pick up your marker because we need to figure out what this C value is. Please use the red marker. And the way to figure out what this value is, use your red marker. What are we going to do? We're going to take the B value, which is 16, divided by 2, because that's the rule. You always take the B, divide it by 2. Then whatever number you get, what do you get? 8. You get 8. Then you need to take this 8 and multiply it times itself. That will give me a what? 64. Okay, that will give me a 64. And that is what needs to get added on both sides of the equation. I'm putting this in red because people keep asking me, hey, miss, where did you get that number from? I got it from right here. All right. Now I'm not going to use red anymore because now I'm moving on with my next step, which is to, I'm basically just going to rewrite all of this because this is now a perfect square. But over here, that needs to be combined, which means I'm going to have to take this, this time it's a negative 48, and I'm going to add it to the positive 64. Please always double check that math with your calculator because, so negative 48 plus 64, fill that in, see what it equals. And hopefully you've calculated already, it is a 16, okay? Now we have a perfect square trinomial, it equals 16. From here, this is where we want our quick step to come in. We kind of have to factor here, but we know a shortcut if we are factoring a perfect square trinomial. And this is where you need to pick, after you write this, after we set it up, this is where you need to pick up your other color marker, which is purple, because this is the next piece. People keep asking me, where did you get that number from? All right. So remember, it's always going to be it's either going to be an x plus something or x minus something. But how do you figure out this missing number? Simply only take the b this time and divide it by 2. And what is the b? The b is 16 divided by 2. That gives me the 8. And it is a positive 16 divided by 2, so it's going to be a positive 8. I use purple, so you can figure out how did I get this plus 8? I did this. Then from here, all of this is on your blue little notes thing that we did yesterday. Then from here, I'm simply going to use my square root method that we have been working on. So I'm just going to rewrite this and do the square root method. From here, I need to get rid of my power of 2 by taking the square root of both sides, because the square root cancels the power of 2. So I'm left with x plus 8 equals, what is the square root of 16? Remember, your calculator only tells you a 4, but your brain, thank you, needs to remember that it is a plus or minus 4. And now you finally can break it up for the last step. X plus 8 equals a positive 4. Then x plus 8 equals a negative 4. Then we can finally find the solutions by doing the opposite of a plus 8, minus 8. That's a negative 4. Thank you. X equals negative 12. These are my two solutions.